Hello again to Vinci. Sorry about that. So we're back for our maths lesson. We're now on the 6th of the 1st, 2021. So we've got our arithmetic to start off with. So again, we've got challenge 1 side and challenge 2 side. So you need to pick the challenge that's going to be best for you. You're going to pause the video, get your pencil, your paper, or maybe your whiteboard and your pen, get that ready for you. And maybe you've always got your ruler available. I need you to complete this, and then we're going to go through the answers together. So pause video here, and then I'm going to go through the answers. Okay, so let's start off with this side. So you need to be able to get your pencil ready to tick or fix, or if you're doing it on your whiteboard, whichever. So 2 add 7. Again, we've got number 7 is the biggest number. So we're going to put that one in our head. 2 fingers up. 7, 8, 9. Super. So the first answer, 9. Give yourself a tick or fix it. Ooh, there we go. Right. 4 add 2. Now 4 is the biggest number. So I'm going to put 4 in my head, 2 on my fingers. 4, 5, 6. 6 is the correct answer. Now we've got 8, take away 4. Now that means you're going to put 8 in your head. That's the biggest number. You're going to put 4 fingers up and you're going to take them away. You're not counting up, you're going counting back. So you've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Spot on. So the answer for that one is going to be 4. Give yourself a tick for those. Right. Then you've got 10, add 5. So biggest number again, 10. You're going to then put 5 fingers up. You're going to put 10 in that head. You're going to count on 5 more. Now remember, you always have a ruler available. So if you want to put your finger on 10 and you want to do 5 jumps, you can do that as well, whatever works for you. Either way, the answer is going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the answer is going to be 15, and 15 is a 1 and a 5. Spot on. Give yourself a tick. Right. Time now for challenge number 2. Challenge number 2, 15 add 6. Now we're going to be crossing over a 10 here straight away. So there's 2 things you can do. You could put your 15 in your head and count on 6. You could use your ruler. You could find 15. You could then jump 6 places until you get to the number 21. That is the answer for the first question. So give yourself a tick if you've got that. Next one, 4 add 21. Well, we're not going to start from 4 and then add 21. That's going to be way too hard. By starting from the biggest number, we make it so much easier for ourselves. So start from 21, 4 fingers up, use your ruler, whatever works for you. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25. So much simpler when you use the things that you've got available. Right, 19 take away 9. 19 take away 9. And what we got here is we've got 1 10. So I've got my 10s on this side here. I've got 9 1s, and then I'm taking away 9 1s. So straight away, when I read the question, I can see that I'm only going to have this 1 10 left, because I'm going to get rid of this 9 1s because I'm taking away 9 1s, aren't I? Which only means there's a 10 left. So 1 10 is just 10. So that's the answer. Tick. Now this last one for your extension, there's quite a few examples of what you could do. So you could have, and this is something that I'm not going to be looking for, okay? You could have 42, that's a rubbish 2, sorry. 42 add 0. Just like in class, I'm going to say, that is way too easy. You know this already, so I need you to be pushing yourself. You're doing challenge 2, you're pushing yourself. Come on now. So you could have anything between, you could have 32 add 10. So let's write that one in. 32 add 10. Spot on. Well, add in between. There we go. You could do 22. And then what would you add to that one? Well, you've got 10 more to make up to get to that 32. So you've got an extra 10. So instead of it being 10, you're going to have 20. and that's going to equal your 42. There are lots of different methods that you could do. There's lots of different answers you could have. So I need you to make sure that if maybe an adult checks your work to see whether you got the right answer, check over your answer, see whether you got the same one. That's perfect. Let's move into the lesson. So today, our learning objective is, can I recognise and add pounds? So yet today, we're carrying on from what we looked at yesterday, and we were looking at pounds. So instead of paying with 100 pennies, we can just use this £1 coin to pay for something. So we've had the conversation yesterday. Hopefully you were watching. I said I did not want to carry 100 pennies in my pocket, because not only is it going to rip my pocket, it's going to be very heavy, and it's going to make so much more effort for me to make sure I'm paying the right amount, rather than just have this £1, which is the same value as 100 pennies. So you might recognize something here. It is this symbol here. That symbol. Now, it's the same one that I have there. So this symbol that I've got here is a pound sign. So say it with me. Oh, there it is. Pound sign. Pound sign. Now, a pound sign represents just the word pound. So it's just a symbol that represents pound. So if you've got £1, okay, so you have the number pound. Now, the symbol is just like an add sign. It means add, just like this sign, which means equals or the same as, and just like this sign down here, which means take away. Just like it just means something else. So this just means the word pound. The only thing that we must remember is, you'll notice when we do have pennies, we might say something like, I have 2 pence. And I put my number, and then I put the p to show that it's 2 pence. However, when you've got your pound sign, you put your pound sign first, and then you tell me how much is there. So for this, it might be £2, rather than just being a £2, because that doesn't make sense. You wouldn't say £2, you wouldn't say £1. That doesn't make any sense. So you say £1, but you have the sign in front of the number. So let's now move on to the next point, so we know that. So let's look at adding £1 together, and this is called a bar model. Now, what it means is, halfway in this line, so halfway in this bar model is a line, and it says that the top space is exactly the same as the bottom space, but the bottom space has been split up into three equal sections. So it means that you've got £1 in this box, you have £1 in this box, and you have £1 in this box. So in order to find what goes at the top box, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to add all 3 of these boxes together, because when you put a line from here all the way across distance as it is from here all the way across to there, which shows me that this box is the same as these 3 boxes put together. So the way that we're going to work it out for a number up here is, we're going to say we need to have £1 add £1 add £1. And once we've added those together, we will get £3. So that £3, which is going to zoom in now, just give us a second. So there's £3. That is the answer to our question, and that's what's going to go in this box up here. The answer is £3. So let's move on to the next one. Now, this might look very similar, but there is a bit of a trick here. These are not the same coins as these. Talk to your toy or talk to your teddy. What is this coin? So this coin here is not a £1. It is it says there, very small, £2. This is a £2 coin. So we're going to add £2. So just like before, when we looked at adding £1, we did £1, add £1, add £1, and that found us the answer. Well, we're going to do the same with this one, and we're going to use the number sentence to help us. So we need to put the pound sign first, and then write in the first number coin. So that's a 2. So it's going to be pound sign 2. So that says £2. Add. And this value here is the same. So it's going to be £2. Add. And again, the same. £2. And then that's going to equal the answer that goes up here. So if you can count in your 2s, which I'm really hoping that we're all starting to learn that really well, you can go 2, 4, 6. So your answer should be £6, because that is how much these 3 coins make for this space here. So let's move on to the next one. We've got some notes now. So you can see we've got the number here that tells us how much the note, is worth. As you can see, each one is a different looking note, and they have all slightly different colors, and maybe they're a bit different in size, and they've got different pictures on. But the easiest thing to tell them apart is they all have the number of how much they're worth. So the blue one here, £5. This orangey one, £10. This purple one, £20. And this red one, £50. And you can see again, the number is after the pound sign. Even though we say £5, we don't say £5. That doesn't make any sense. So you must say £5, £10. It's written here as well, £20, £50. So let's move on to the next part. So it says, just like we were doing with our bar models, we were looking at what can be made into what with repeated addition. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 £1. When we write that out, this is what it looks like. £1, add £1, add £1, add £1, add £1 is the same as £5. And we could show that with a £5 note. So let's look at this next one here. So starting here, you've got this set of coins and this set of coins on one side of the equals, which means they are one number altogether. I would like you to pause the video and have a small go at what you think this number altogether is going to be. See whether you can beat me. So this is a £2. I'm going to add another £2. Then I'm going to add, oh, there's my add sign, let me squeeze that in there. And then I'm going to add another £2, which is going to equal £6. 6. Then I've also got 1, 2, 3, 4 £1. So I'm going to do £1, add. I'm going to be a bit cheeky here. So let me just get my rubber then. So I've managed to show you exactly what it looks like by doing it as a repeated addition. So as you can see, I've done £1, add £1, add £1, add £1, and then I've done £2, add £2, add £2. And I found out that £2, add £2, add £2 is £6. Now my £1 added together, I know that 4 ones make 4. So now I just need to add £6, add £4. So let's see whether or not you got the right answer. So 6, add 4, 6 in your head, 4 more. This side must be £10. So we put a 10 and we, oh, that's going to zoom in by accident. Wrong pen. So we have our 1 and a 0 for our 10. We're going to put a pound sign in front of that. Now, what is another way of showing £10? Rather than having all these coins, we could just have, that's right, a £10 note. And that makes it much easier for us to understand how much this is worth. We're not having to do all this counting, but it's good that we know that this amount is £10. It's the same as this amount. It doesn't matter that I have on this side, I've got 7 coins and I've only got 1 note on this side. This is worth the same as all of those coins together. So again, we've got another one here. Now this is a little bit trickier because at the minute, you've got lots of different coins, but we could check whether this is right by starting with the biggest number. So you've got 10, which is your biggest number. You're going to put that in your head and you're going to count on 5. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's going to be 15. Those two together make 15. You've then got your £2 and £1. So your £2 in your head, biggest number, £2, count on 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this is £15, this is £5, 15 add 5 is the same as having one £20 note. Now, even though this has only got 1 note and this has got all of those, it does not matter. This is exactly the same as all of those because they both equal the same value of 20. So let's have a look now. What is the easiest way to count the pounds below? So we've already mentioned one of the easiest ways would be to, and you can pause the video, have the discussion, but the easiest way to sort these coins into counting and the notes into counting the pounds would be to organize them by putting your first and biggest number, your biggest number first, and then you put the next biggest number and then the next biggest number. So that would mean you'd have your 21st, then you would have your £5, and then you would have your £1, and that would be a much easier way on what it equals, which is 26. You always arrange the greatest to smallest when counting, because otherwise you will get yourself very confused in doing 5 and then add 1 and then add 20. You're doing too many things at once. So the first thing is always start from the biggest number and count up. So it's your turn now. You're going to need a piece of paper. You're going to need something to write on to complete the activity. So you need to pause the video, go get those things, and then you come back. I hope you had them already, actually, but either way, if you come back, and then we can get on with your activities for today. Now, again, there's challenges, so you need to pick the challenges for you. Some of you might need to challenge yourself to do all of the challenges. It's whatever works for you. I might say on Tapestry, when you put the information up of what you've done, when you put your work up, I might say you need to push yourself to do more. So just make sure that you are really pushing yourself. So going back to our first part of our lesson where we had a bar model, you can see you've got this coin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You've got this coin 5 times. I need you to tell me what the answer is that goes here. Remember, a bar model means that whatever's down here is the same number altogether, added together as up here. The way that you're going to show me that you know this is you're going to write a number sentence. Now remember, when we did our number sentence earlier, it was one number, add the next number, add the next number, equals. So for this one, it might be this number, add this number, add this number, add this number, add this number. That's going to be your number sentence you're going to write there. You need to write it out, find out what the answer is, and then write that answer in this top box here. If you draw this out, you don't have to draw this out. You can just tell me what the number sentence is. That's challenge 1. Second challenge 1 is you've got another number sentence to do here. Now, I've given you what the values are underneath, so all you need to do is put this information into a number sentence. So you can pause the video, you can do those challenges. For challenge number 2, I've mixed up in not biggest to smallest number of value. I've mixed up these notes. You've got question 3 and question 4 where you must add up these 3 notes together. So this is question 3, you need to add these 3 up. This is question 4, you need to add these 3 up, and you need to give me the answer. Remember, we're writing it out as a number sentence. Do not just write the answer. That is not what I'm asking you to do. I will ask you to do it again. Just like before, where it said here, I wrote out the number sentence to show what these 3 added together make. You must do exactly the same, but for these questions here. And then there is a challenge 3 today. Your challenge 3 today is question 5, question 6, and question 7. These have been grouped. You must put them into a number sentence and add them together. So I need you to write a number sentence for this one and tell me the answer, a number sentence for this and tell me the answer, and a number sentence for this one and tell me the answer. There is also a challenge 3 at the end, which is a reasoning question. The reasoning question says this. Question 8. Jade and Tim both have some money. Jade has notes and Tim has both notes and coins. Jade says, I have more pocket money than you. Is Jade right? How do you know? And from looking at what some of the work was yesterday, I've given out another STEM sentence here. The STEM sentence is how you're going to structure your answer. So how you're going to write your answer out. So your answer should look like something like this. Jade is, now the question says, is she right or wrong? So you need to say Jade is right or Jade is wrong. That's your first part. Jade is right or Jade is wrong. Because, and you then need to explain why she's right or wrong. If you're not explaining, you're not getting the mark. We need to make sure that we're really expanding on our answers. It's not acceptable for you to say, right, why do you think that? I need to know. Thank you very much for coming along to this lesson. There's plenty of times in the challenge areas you can pause the video and you can write the questions down. But thank you very much for coming along to the video. I'll see you in the next video. See you later, Da Vinci.